Wouldn't it be awesome to live for 100 years? Well, here is something surprising. People who reach this age have cancer-related gene mutations in their bodies. And those genes include none other than the famous guardian of the genome, the tumor suppressor gene TP53. Hello, welcome. In today's video, I will go over 1. The surprising discovery in centenarians and what it taught us about how cancer-related mutations take place in all of us. 2. How we are protected by the guardian of the genome. And 3. What we can do to help our guardian help us live longer. In 2019, a group of physicians and scientists set out to develop the most sensitive lab test for the early detection of ovarian cancer. The good news is yes, they were able to detect tumor mutations with ultra-high sensitivity. And the bad news is they detected the same mutations in healthy controls. There's nothing wrong with the test. It's called duplex sequencing, which I will do a video on later. And when they looked at people in their 30s, 40s, and all the way to those in their 80s, they discovered that all of us accumulate mutations as we age, regardless if cancer develops. In a 101-year-old cancer-free lady, they found TP53 mutations that are pathogenic, which is a fancy way to say they're really bad for you. These mutations were seen throughout the body of the centenarian. This discovery is such a dilemma because the gene TP53 is known for years as the guardian of the genome. Every day, our tiny cells need to copy 6 foot or 2 meter long of DNA, while fending off attacks from things like UV radiation from the sun, air pollution, and free radicals. Mistakes are bound to happen. And that is when TP53 is recruited directly to the DNA to decide whether the mistake should be corrected or is so severe that the cells should undergo self-destruction. And that is how TP53 earned its title, Guardian of the Genome. This role as a guardian is further illustrated in nature. Humans have 2 copies of TP53, one inherited from each parent. Elephants, on the other hand, have 20 versions of this guardian gene, and altogether 40 copies. Thanks to this large team of guardians, elephants rarely develop cancer despite their large size. Just like guardian humans who can get sick, guardian genes can get detrimental mutations. When TP53 is defective, damaged cells are free to proliferate to become cancer. Human beings who are born with TP53 mutations have over 90% chance of developing cancer in their lifetimes. Even though most of us are born with 2 functional copies of the guardian gene, as we age, it can mutate. In fact, TP53 gene mutation is seen in almost all cancer types, and cancers with these mutations are very hard to treat. So how can some people live to 100-year-old being cancer-free while carrying TP53 mutations throughout their body? It comes down to helping your guardian of the genome help you every single day through 2 measures. The first measure, block the attack on our guardian genes and other genes from its source. For example, we can protect our body from UV radiation from the sun. Check out my other video going over genetic conditions with increased sensitivity to UV light. If you smoke, you should quit. Tobacco smoke contains more than 70 carcinogens. Most of these initiate and promote cancer by damaging DNA and causing mutations. TP53 is among the most frequently mutated genes as a result of tobacco use. all of the measures to reduce the attack on our genes can help slow down the accumulation of mutations. However, mutations will occur. Now it comes to our question earlier, why some people can live a cancer-free life beyond 100 years, even with cancer-related mutations constantly present in their body. This is partly due to their strong immune system. So even though the mutation-carrying cells are present in the centenarian's body, they cannot proliferate to develop cancer. This brings us to our second measure. Boost our immune system so we can catch our guardian when it falls. Besides having a balanced diet that is rich in antioxidants and reducing stress, the one highly effective way to strengthen your immune system is sleep. For example, natural killer cells, one type of immune cells, have a very important role in killing cancer. Sleep loss leads to significant reduction in natural killer cells activity, which in turn is associated with higher risk of dying with cancer. Having adequate sleep is of paramount importance for one's immune function and overall health. And yet, maintaining adequate sleep is almost opposite to today's culture of doing more and staying busy. It is so easy for us to invest energy where we can see quick changes, but to ignore our precious health that needs to be maintained by paying attention to it every single day. This is why I initiated a 100-day proactive sleep challenge, where I document my journey with honest truth. Check out my shorts to see how I'm doing. Feel free to leave a word of encouragement or tips and tricks. So that's it for today. Perhaps you clicked in the video to get quick tips, but got the long, hard from a geneticist/doctor/scientist. I hope you find it useful. For those who are curious about different sleep-wake schedules, check out the video where I explained why morning lark and night owls make great partners. Thank you, and I will see you next time.